Coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas. This is a Drinking Buddies podcast. I'm Quentin.
And I'm Alex.
And welcome to our show.
On this podcast, you're going to hear about all things sports. Specifically, we're going to talk about basketball. We're going to talk about football. We'll talk about baseball and
the philosophy of the game.
Guys, this is, in horse racing terms, Lucky 13. Episode 13 of Drinking Buddies.
In this episode, we have a very special guest, my granddad, Jeff.
My dad.
Jafar.
Yep. Mandelbaum.
I don't want to admit it, but I'm his father.
Guys,
His granddad. He's my grandson.
Thank you.
I hope the rest of them don't get jealous.
they probably will, but it's okay.
They don't watch the show, that's okay.
Yeah.
Talking horse shit.
I've been wanting to do one of these podcasts for a while because I love horse racing. This man instilled it in me. Quentin's been a part of that for a few years with us. You know, we've gone to Retama, which is our local San Antonio dive, and we've taken a lot of their money. It's a fun time. If you don't know about horse racing, you better ask somebody.
Segment 1 is called Lucky 13. And
Lucky 13.
And what I want to do is I want to turn it over to my granddad and have him talk about your first situation where you ever bet on something.
Not a situation, my first experience.
Your first experience, yeah.
I was about 40 years old. I was running SUNY, a State University of New York Albany project. And I had seen horse races in television, but I had never individually participated. And there was an engineer we had by the name of Pat Green. And one day during the lunchtime we were talking about, he said, Jeff, Saratoga is going to start in the whole 30 days in August. I say, so what? He said, you need to go to the race. I'll take you down there. And my wife and my youngest son was visiting me, so we all went to the Saratoga. And we had a couple drink, talking. I have no idea what I need to do. So the first race before it started, there was a beautiful black horse, number 7.
Lucky.
And I'm talking to my wife, and I said, I want to bet in that. What do I need to do? She said, I don't know. I have heard on television, they say, win, play, show. Go to the window, they'll help you out. So I go down there and I put, first of all, before I go up there, the reason I also like that horse, I didn't know anything about the horse betting odds. Some of them say 4.5. I'm saying, how in the hell 4.5 people could like the horse? This particular one was 99 to 1. And I think 99 people likes it.
Yeah, he thought that's how many people like the horse. That's
So
hilarious.
I go to the window, I put $2 win, play, show, and I thought it's going to cost me $2, and the guy said $6. So I gave him $6.
What the hell
Come
is
back,
this?
and Pat Green looked at me and said, Jeff, you didn't really bet in that horse. I said, well, hell, 99 people like it. Look at the rest of them. 6 to 1, 4.5 to 1. He said, Jeff, that's crippled. That means nobody likes it. By then, the race started. And later on, I found out that really when a horse starts coming out of gate first, typically finishes last.
Yeah.
This son of a bitch, excuse my French, started first, finished first. And that $6, I had a rate of return of $375. Never forget. Came back and everybody around the table looking at me says, beginner's luck.
Yeah. That's for sure. I mean, it's odds. It's 99 to 1, and that's the most posted odds they could put. But that horse probably paid at like 125 or 130 to 1,
I have no
right?
idea. Yeah.
I mean, but that's just an awesome story. I mean, it is beginner's luck, but that's a really cool story. I mean, we've heard it.
But there was another one happened many years later. This was like first time happened in 1981. Oh, I guess 1990, I was running a project out of China Lake, California. And I'm sorry, no, it wasn't China Lake, it was the Hawthorne FAA job. And I had an engineer that he probably would pay $100 for a bottle of bourbon, but he wouldn't put $1 in gambling. So we went to Santa Anita. It was a little early. I was too anxious to get up there, probably lose my money. So we went to the casino next door. So we ordered a drink, and they had off-track betting. And of course, I don't really study. It's not that I don't like it. I don't really understand who the sire was or who the mom was or whatever. I go with how many kids I had, their birthday, and things like that.
And wait, there's a couple of other things that you do.
Well, yeah, but we won't get into it now. and I also love gray horses. I end up liking gray horses. And I saw this number 11. I had no idea what the odds were. My youngest son, when he was born, he weighed at 7 pounds, 11 ounces. His mom is born in April. So I went up there and put $1 trifecta box for 7-Eleven and $2 exacta box for 7-Eleven. Came back to the bar, we drinking, talking, and I really had almost forgot about what I bet. Next thing I know, a couple people throwing their program down. No, son of a bitch, we'll bet in that damn triple 11 hole. It pays $7,500 for $1 trifecta.
This son of a bitch bet on.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But yeah, I mean, I have lost quite a bit. That is not really that I win all the time, but those are really some of the memories. And the last one was I had come back many years later. I came to San Antonio. And I feel guilty making this son horse race lovers.
Yeah, so not horse lovers. I'm not like that North Carolina guy.
We went to San Antonio tracks. I gave a few bucks to my grandkids. They play in
crane game,
crane machine.
Yeah, that was. Their
I got
thing.
really good at the crane machine because we went to Retama.
Yeah. And Al gave me some tip, whatever. I put the money down there and I won. But ever since that, this young man knows more about the horse race than I think Jimmy the Greek would know.
And yeah, guys, so like with that bet, we go up to the window, and I didn't know anything. My dad just says, "Who do you like?" And there was a horse running number 6. His name was Big Unit. And I said, "Well, Dad, I like the name because that's Randy Johnson. He's one of my favorite pitchers." And then he said, "Well, you got to pick somebody besides the 6." I said, "Well, he's 6'10", so how about the 6 and the 10?" So he said, "Okay." So he plays an exacta with those two, and then he threw one more number in just for a goof. He picked, I think it was 1-6-10, and he played a $2 try, and that hit. And I think all told it was like $350. So he gave me a little taste. He gave the kids a little taste, and we had fun. I mean, it was a great time.
It was only $2 a piece. Yeah,
that's kind of. I could see that happening.
I remember as a kid going to the racetrack. Whenever my granddad would come in town, we'd go to the racetrack, and that was always a really special time. It was a really fun time because even though I didn't know what was going on, I was a kid. I wasn't allowed to gamble. Retama Park is it smells like cigarettes, the entire building.
Cigarettes and ass,
yeah,
truly.
The entire building. But it always reminded me of when my granddad would come in town. So I always associated those memories with horse racing. So
yeah, because as he's gotten older, we've gone a few times.
I'm not old, son. I'm just 82 years old.
And I just want to make mention, we're wearing horse racing shirts. Quentin's got one on that says, "Work is for people who can't pick a winner," and mine says, "Warning, may start talking about horse racing," because it's true. I mean, I'll talk sports, but I love doing a little horse racing yard.
And I'm wearing one. I used to play polo.
There you go. Yeah, his shirt is like 10 times more expensive than our two together.
Well, this shirt's kind of ironic because I can't pick a winner to save my life. I did not inherit that gene.
I don't know. Right. I think I could kind of challenge you on that one, son. Guys, and you might not dig horse racing, but this is 3 generations of the gentleman here. Son, grandson, and grandfather.
You don't want to talk to me? I'm not a damn gentleman.
So this is really special. This podcast, for me personally, it means a lot. My dad just celebrated his 82nd birthday on this past
January
Sunday,
12th.
the 12th. So it's really a big deal to me that we could have him here and we could talk horses and just talk memories. Because really, when you go to the horse track, more people than not, they're losing their shirt. But I can tell you when we go, we generally win.
Yeah.
You know, when I go, I do a lot of research into jockey trainer combinations, sires, who's good on mud, who's good at dirt, who went from grass to dirt. I mean, there's a lot of different things. If you want to make money, it's like anything in life. You have to study, right? My dad has 2 die-hard methodologies for picking a horse, other than, of course, he said, you know, birthdays and stuff like that. But it's a gray, and it's
Black,
and it has to have a what?
big ass.
He likes a J-Lo booty on a horse, man.
Arabian horse, they have big butt, and the tail comes a little curve. If they have Arabian blood, it's a beautiful horse.
And there's one other thing you look for when they're going to the gate. If they do something before they go, what?
If they go potty before that, a few pounds lighter,
the
and
plop,
the chances are they gonna win.
Yeah, so that's the
I
other
think
thing.
this calls for a tequila. What do you
I think so. You wanna
I think you're rushing the segments there, buddy.
I can't wait anymore.
you want a shot?
Of course I will.
All right, let's take a shot.
Fuck it, let's do it. Memory lane, guys. And you know what? Since my father, the
guest of
grandfather, is
honor.
the guest of honor, he wants a drink. By gosh and by golly, we're going to let him have a drink right now. This is Hornitos Lime Shot.
I don't really drink. The only time I drink when I'm alone or if I'm with somebody. I don't touch it. So now I'm with somebody, so we go and drink. And I guess I have to hit the table to be.
I think so. I think
so.
All right.
All
So
right, let me give you all a cheer.
Cheers.
Top to top, middle to middle. If you love me, I do.
I was thinking over the teeth and through the gums. Look out, stomach, here it comes. But whatever.
I was thinking tequila.
Damn, it tastes good.
That's pretty
That
good.
is.
That
It's
is
got that little
Hornitos.
lime flavor.
All right. So
Forgive me,
segment
Lord.
2. Oh, that's okay. You're good. You're
Like
good.
I said,
Muhammad
forgive
will forgive you.
Yes, he will.
No, I'm talking about Moses.
Moses and Jesus and
Jesus, Moses, smell the roses. So, guys, we're going to do segment 2. Segment 2 is memory lane. I'll start this one off. Of course, we go to Retama. I go especially during Derby time, right during the Triple Crown, and right after that story that my dad was telling you about with that horse, the you know
1610.
big unit, the 1610. So it's coming up on Derby time, and I'm sitting down in a comfortable spot reading the sports page, and I said, God, number 19 looks interesting. His name was Animal Kingdom. If you guys are old school, you remember that show with Marlon Perkins, Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Well, Animal Kingdom was close enough to me. I just thought that was a cool name. He was 26-1. So I tell my wife, I said, let's go. Let's get in the car. Let's go to Retama. Something or another, some reason or other, we don't go. That son of a bitch won, and he was 24-1. I was going to put 100 on him. I got mad. In typical Alex style, I was all pissed off. It just ruined my weekend. It ruined my whole next week. 2 weeks later, the Preakness happens. So I'm like, damn it, we're all loading up. Kids and all, we're all going. And we went. And we got there early enough for the Preakness. There was a horse running. If you remember Randy Savage, he was called the Macho Man. There was a horse called Mucho Macho Man. That horse went off at 13-1. I put 100 to win. He paid $1,400. I put together the trifecta. I took 4 numbers. I went 1, 5, 9, and 11. I hit the trifecta for $3,880 on a $48 bet. It was huge. That was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm coming out of here with like almost, $5.5 grand? I couldn't believe my luck. 3 weeks later, the Belmont. I got Quentin to go in on a ticket with me. Tell him about that one, buddy.
Well, I don't remember a whole hell.
Well,
of a
the
lot
horse
about
was
it,
the
but
Manhattan. The race was
The
the
race
Manhattan.
was Manhattan. I remember that. So my dad says, give me 4 numbers, right? Including Giopani. So he had that horse Giopani
to be second.
to be second, right? And he said, give me 3 other horses. And I picked the 4, 8, and 13, I think.
And we both liked one particular name of a horse. Do you remember the
I
name?
don't remember the name.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, Mission
dun, dun.
Impassable.
Mission Impassable.
That's right.
So we played it. We put the 4 together.
We hit it for $3,800.
Another $3,880 hit.
Big hit.
So
he wouldn't give me credit because he thought he had to pay me. I was like, give me credit for that. I didn't want the money. I just wanted credit. Like, I picked those horses. He's like, fine, I'll give you credit for that.
Yeah, but then here's the funny part. So I call my dad later, and I tell him, Dad, we just hit, and I gave him the 4 numbers, and what did you say?
I can't say it in the television. Go ahead, you tell me.
He says, numbnuts, you guys had the first 4 right. If we would have played that same ticket for that same $48,
like in a superfecta or super
we would have
box.
won $30,000 on top of it. So you live and you learn, right? I'm in line waiting for my ticket, and Churchill's on the screen, and I like 241, so I boxed 241 for $2. That paid $240. So I played with Retama's money the rest of the night. And then the next race came up, so I'm already over $4,000. The next race, which was the Belmont, it was a sloppy track. It looked like crap. I talked to Lori. I said, that's my wife. I said, who do you like? I said, there's a horse that stands out on the page. She says, Ruler on Ice. I said, me too. But I took all of them. There were 13 running. I put 100 on all of them like a dumbass. Ruler on Ice came in at 23-1. So I walked out of there with about $7,000. So that was my greatest day. I've had some other ones here and there that I've done well at, but really, it's about the memories, right? Like you think about when my son was little, he's a young guy. My other son's young. My daughters were just barely walking and talking and all that stuff. They were little people too. I mean, they were in their teens. But they're little to me. And I'll tell you, I remember those things. We went to go have dinner.
In their teens? What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know.
They were
old.
They're barely walking.
Yeah,
They're barely walking in their teens?
See, I'm starting to turn.
They're barely walking. They're in their teens.
Yeah. It was a great time. We went and had a really nice dinner on Retama. And it was really about building a fun time, building a bond. And that's what I love about horse racing the most is you could come back and tell these stories. And I think it resonates with me because it was family stuff. It wasn't like I was sitting there like, oh my God, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. It was making it fun. So that's to me what horse racing's about.
So let me ask you this. What is your favorite horse racing memory? Was it hitting the $7,000?
Really, not really. I think Saratoga.
Saratoga?
It was not known what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
And winning the horse. And everybody say beginner's luck. I really felt like a king, $375. But
yeah. What year was that?
That was in 1981.
81.
Yeah. But I mean, in general, I enjoy. I probably have donated all that money back plus more. But it's just now and then I go. I mean, lately we have West Virginia racetrack, probably 16 miles from my house. I seldom go there. Because I figure I already got somebody taking over my job.
Right.
His name is Alex Babai.
But we have gone together to Charlestown. That's the track he's talking about. And it was me, my dad, and my stepbrother Rich. We had a great time over there. We bet, we won some money. But like I said, that's to me what horse racing and going to these tracks is about. It's about going there with people that are special to you. And that's why it's so important to me.
Q&A with Q&A and Jay.
Right on, baby. You're the J.
Quality assurance and quality assurance go right.
And then we say quality assurance jackass, right? But what's your favorite overall horse racing memory? Overall. I mean, everything.
I didn't win that day. Karen and I and Aaron and Rich, we had gone to one of the derbies. It was in Maryland. And
That's the Preakness.
Preakness, exactly.
Yeah.
And the horse that I had picked up, Ken DeSoma was riding it.
Okay.
You
I remember Ken. Yeah.
And they came back in the last turn. I guess the horse's leg gave up, whatever. They fall flat in their ass. And of course, I think they put that horse to death. It was kind of sad memory. But I was worried about my money because I have put $10 exacta bucks, that son of it, with everything.
Yeah.
And I probably would have been pretty good chunk, but
Yeah, it
Never
didn't-
forget that. Yeah.
Gotcha. So I'm going to ask you this one. What was your biggest nightmare bet overall? I mean, obviously that one was hard and you remember it, but what was your biggest nightmare? Like maybe something that you, oh my God.
Anytime I went to track, when I come back with losses, that was the worst.
Well,
And it's
that's
been
fair.
quite few of them.
I feel you. Well, now let's put the shoe on my foot. My favorite horse racing memory
Yeah.
is last year. I got to go. I retired in December of 2023 from AT&T, and I took your mom to. We were going to go to the Kentucky Derby, but they wanted like $12,000 a person for the whole setup. I wasn't going to pay 24 grand because I'm like, look, I haven't even made a bet yet, and you guys want 25 grand of my dough. That's nuts. So I told Lori, I said, let's go to Vegas. So we went to Vegas. We stayed at the Strat. It was friggin' awesome. And we stayed at Harrah's. That's what it was. We stayed at Harrah's. It's named something else now, but we stayed at Harrah's. And it was so cool because we had 3-day seats. We were there in the bar area, and we got to see the races going on. So my favorite memory is being there with her. She was there with me. We were just sitting there drinking because I kept winning, and they give you drink tickets when you win. Mm-hmm. So I was passing them out to people. They loved me because I had a stack like yay big of drink tickets. But my biggest nightmare also happened at that one because last year I thought Chad Brown was finally going to break through with the horse. The horse's name was Sierra Leone. I had won money on him before. I went ahead and I played, and I had won money on Kentucky Oaks Day. I won like $2,500 because I had hit a $20 exacta that had a 9-2 and a 47-1. It paid a pile. And so I was up. I was like, okay, everything's cool. So the next day, I took Sierra Leone in first, and I took the other 19 horses in second. $50 exacta. So that's almost $1,000 bet, folks. That son of a bitch came second. I could have lost my lunch. Because I've told Dad and I've told Quentin, and they know this about me. I always play my favorite in second and take everybody in first. But I thought he was going to break through. Didn't break through, lost the money. The horse that came on top was 30-1. Sierra Leone was 9-2. And
That's rough.
just the dollar exacta that would have been normally $130 was $179. Ooh. I would have hit that 50 times. So that's my biggest nightmare. But, when you bet, a smart person, you don't bet scared, and you brush off your last loss. We came out of there with about $8 grand. So it wasn't a bad weekend overall. You tell me what your favorite horse racing memory is.
My favorite horse racing memory was probably the time at Retama where I put $1 in the crane machine. And on the first play, I got a crane machine hit, yeah. And then I put another $1.
What did you get?
I don't remember.
Okay. Was it a Pokemon toy or?
No, it was like a Family Guy toy, actually.
Oh, okay.
Or like a Simpsons one or something like that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And then you hit again on the second one?
On the second time. Yeah.
Well, it's that mathematical mind of yours, buddy. That's
No,
what
it was just, for some reason, I was really good at that crane machine, at that specific. Because most crane machines, they rip you off, right?
Yeah.
So, that's my favorite memory.
I get you. Now, what about nightmare? I mean, and it could be when you and I went to go bet, too. Do you remember, where you
My
lost
biggest
your
nightmare
shirt?
was I was going to put $20 on a horse called Wake Forest.
Uh-huh.
And I was talked out of it by someone who was a supposed expert. So, not you.
Right.
No. It was the people we went to that one time that we met at the clubhouse.
Really?
Yeah, the person was like, "Oh no, don't. That one's it's like 50-1. It's not going to win. Whatever." And I was like, I kind of want to bet on it because it's Wake Forest, Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
It won. So that was my biggest regret.
Oh, I would have punched that guy in the face.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that was a good segment.
Enjoyed it.
Good segment. Okay.
Instead of sipping trivia, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a card game called Horse Racing. Oh. So that we'll.
Did you see? He was ready to book it till you said horse racing. He went, oh.
So the name of this game is called Horse Racing, and the way you play it is we have all 4 aces. Those are the horses. We're going to bet on one of the horses to come in, and we just flip cards, and whichever suit matches, the horse advances. So the other thing is, once each horse has advanced past each of these 7 furlongs, we flip that card and advance a horse again. So basically, we're just flipping cards until one of us wins. Whoever wins doesn't take a shot. The other 2, whoever loses, has to take a shot.
Other 2 got a drink.
Let's start it off.
Ready, guys?
Ready? Let's do it. Right. So I'm picking spades.
I got diamond.
I got hearts.
All right, let's go.
On the ready, go. Hearts. Hearts. On spades. Clubs. Clubs.
See how I shoulder?
Spades.
Diamonds. All right.
Hearts.
Hearts.
Move it up. Move it on up.
All right, come on. Clubs.
Hearts.
Come on, give me spade.
Diamonds.
All right, hold on.
Give me a heart. Give me a heart. Yeah! Diamonds. Diamonds.
Diamonds.
Hearts.
Hearts.
Clubs. Spades.
All right, hold on.
Diamonds. Diamonds.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Clubs.
Diamonds. Oh.
Granddaddy wins.
He wins.
That's my boy.
All right.
All right, so that means Quinn and I.
Have to take a shot.
It depends on your perspective. We're the losers, but not really, because we get to drink this.
Cheers.
Salute.
Thank you, Lord, helping me out.
Oh my God, that was
We
strong.
done, right? Or we still got?
No, we got 2 more.
Oh shit! No, we're doing one.
One more race. One more race.
One more. God damn,
Don't
Quinn.
push it like that.
I'll be
lady.
drunk,
Wanna go
man,
get
if I
some-
hit this one. Ready, guys? On the ready? Go. Clubs.
There you
Potato.
go.
Spades. Spades. Clubs. Clubs. Clubs.
Okay.
Oh shit, who did this deck? Diamonds. Spades. Hearts. Hearts.
Oh,
Flip it. Flip it good. Diamonds.
wait.
Okay, do it. Diamonds. Diamonds. Holy crap. Spades. Look at Jafar's killing it. Spades. Clubs. Hearts.
Hold on.
Okay, give me a heart. Come on. Come on for daddy. One time. Wooka! Diamonds. Holy crap. Spades.
Spades. One more, baby. One more. Give me that. Give me that spade. Woo!
Quinn wins.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
All right. So,
Drink.
So you
the,
3 have to drink.
yep. So, which one's yours, Granddaddy?
That middle.
Okay, that's yours. And this is mine. And this one is Young Jada's.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm not going to take this one.
And we said,
Salud.
Cheers.
All right, guys.
There you go, Granddaddy.
Oh,
There you
Mom.
go. There you go. Finish it. Finish it. All right, guys. That concludes our episode.
It does.
With my granddad and my dad. Horse racing.
Talking horse shit.
That's right.